Good morning. Today we are going to read a book from one of your favorite movies, which is Frozen. Our book is Frozen's Olaf and the Three Polar Bears. Hello, it's Olaf, your favorite snowman. You're just in time to hear about that day I met some friends who may just have been a dream, but wait, I'm getting ahead of myself. Do you want to hear the story from the beginning? You do? Well, once upon a time, I was walking in the woods with my two friends, Anna and Elsa, doing what I love the most, smelling flowers. Before I knew it, the two of them had wandered off. They were probably lost and alone somewhere in the woods. It's a good thing they had me to find them. I called out their names, but all I heard was my own echo. Just when I was about to turn back, I found a cottage. A cottage is a small house in the woods. It was the most adorable little house I'd ever seen. Maybe I could meet some new friends who would help me find my old friends. I knocked on the front door, and it swung open. "Hello," I called. "Is anybody home?" But nobody answered. "I guess maybe whoever lives here and went out for a walk too," I said. I bet they even met up with Anna and Elsa. This is perfect. I'll just make myself comfortable and wait for them to come home. While I was waiting, I smelled something really good and went to explore. In the kitchen, I found 3 bowls of porridge on the table. Porridge is like oatmeal. The biggest bowl smelled fishy to me, and the middle-sized bowl smelled a little too much like carrot, which is good for a nose, but not for porridge. But the little bowl smelled the best, like summer and all the things wonderful, with just a hint of cinnamon. Smelling is one of my favorite things to do. Did you know that? Flowers, berries, even porridge, and that little bowl smelled amazing. But when I picked it up, achoo! I sneezed the bowl right out of my hands and it shattered on the floor. I'll have to ask my new friends to make this for me again. Wait, speaking of friends, what was taking Mom so long anyway? Since they weren't back yet, I grabbed my nose and continued exploring the cottage. There were these 3 chairs in the living room, a big chair, a medium chair, and a little chair. I had a good idea of who my new friends were. One would give big hugs, one would give medium hugs, and the last one would probably give little hugs. I tried to get into the big chair, but it was too tall for me. I managed to get on the medium chair, but it had too many cushions, so I plopped myself down in the little chair. It rocked just right. But I rocked too hard and whoops, it broke. All this waiting and was getting exhausting. I had to find a place to rest until my new friends came back with Anna and Elsa. Exhausting means that it was tiring. I kept walking around the little cottage and soon I found the bedroom. There were even 3 beds to choose from. I tried each one, of course. The big bed smelled like fish, just like the big bowl of porridge. The medium bed was covered in fur. It felt like cuddling with Sven, which is nice for a snuggle, but not for a nap. I got under the blanket in the littlest bed and it was so cozy. It felt like a big hug from my friends. I thought about how nice it would be to find them again and maybe go for a nice walk in the woods. As I was thinking about my old friends and waiting for my new friends to come home, I decided to rest my eyes for a minute. But while I was resting my eyes, my new friends came back. I wonder what's going to happen. As they made their way through the cottage, I'm sure they were happy to find a new friend in their home. A new friend had come. Do their faces look happy? He looks a little upset and she looks worried. And the little bear looks a little sad that his chair is broken. They came upstairs to find me, a cute, sweet, innocent little snowman snuggled under the covers in their bedroom. I was so happy. My new friends weren't just any new friends. They were new friends who loved the snow as much as I did, because polar bears live in snowy areas. Because they were polar bears, I jumped out of the bed and ran so fast my legs could barely keep up. See how happy he is? He's smiling. That's when I ran into Anna and Elsa. Maybe Elsa could make some snow for all of us to play in. Polar bears and snowmen love playing in snow. Did you know that? Where were you, Olaf? Elsa cried. We've been looking everywhere. You'll never believe it, I told them. I found a little cottage, and it had yummy porridge and a comfy chair and a snuggly bed, and I met some new friends, and they're polar bears. Anna laughed. Sounds like you had a dream, Olaf, she said. Elsa smiled too. I think Anna's right. Could it have been a dream? It had all seemed so real. The porridge, the bed. But then again, you know what? I said, it probably was a dream. That sure would explain a lot. As they headed back to the castle, I shook my head. Silly Olaf. There was never a cottage with any polar bears after all. Or was there? The end. Remember, guys, we miss you. Bye.